Hi, my name's Ilma and welcome to my channel. I've been posting Christian blogs 12 straight years every day. Today I'd like to share Genesis 31 verses 10 to 16. Here's the word of God. In the breeding season of the flock, I lifted up my eyes and saw in a dream that the goats that mated with the flock were striped, spotted, and mottled. Then the angel of God said to me in the dream, "Jacob." And I said, "Here I am." And he said, "Lift up your eyes and see. All the goats that mate with the flock are striped, spotted, and mottled. For I have seen all that Laban is doing to you. I am the God of Bethel, where you anointed a pillar and make a vow to me. Now arise, go out from this land and return to the land of your kindred." Then Rachel and Leah answered and said to him, "Is there any portion or inheritance left to us in our father's house? Are we not regarded by him as foreigners? For he has sold us, and he has indeed devoured our money. All the wealth that God has taken away from our father belongs to us and to our children. Now then, whatever God has said to you, do." Genesis 31, 10 to 16. And here's the poem I wrote inspired by those verses. Instruction for Jacob to leave Haran. Jacob saw a vision that the goats were striped and spotted. Then the angel of the Lord said in the dream to leave Haran. It was time for him to leave Laban, who had constantly cheated him. He called his wives to tell him of his plans to leave their land. Because of Laban stripped them of their inheritance, Leah and Rachel agreed to follow wherever God is taking Jacob. And here's my essay. It is interesting how Rachel and Leah's decision to go with Jacob's plan were caused by Laban's greed and dishonesty. Even though Jacob knew after 7 years of serving Laban how deceitful he was, he continued to serve him just so he could marry Rachel, whom he loved. Jacob's patience is remarkable in this story of his journey, going to Haran to find his uncle and marry Rachel and Leah. He didn't devalue Leah even though he loved Rachel more. He honored her as his first wife. He was also very patient with Rachel when she was very frustrated not having a child. Jacob was clearly operating in the Spirit of the Lord when he endured all these adverse situations. He always did the right thing. His journey there was in obedience to his mother's request to find a wife from her family and flee from Esau's wrath. Jacob was an obedient, patient, honest, and hardworking man. Reflection. How do you know God was present during Jacob's challenging life with Laban? Well, you will see that even though Laban's motive was for bad, he used that to prosper Jacob. So even though he cheated on him the first time for 7 years with free labor and service to him, the fact that he loved Rachel so much and that he would do anything to get her is his motive to continue to endure and be patient. But at the same time, I think Jacob inside him knew that he was chosen by the Lord, because at that time, I'm sure that his mother has explained to him all those years. That's why he was a favorite, because Rebecca knew that Jacob was the chosen one by the Lord, who will rule his brother and where will the descendant of the child Jesus would come from. So despite the cheating and all the things that Laban did to Jacob, God didn't allow him to be oppressed, abused, depressed, and defeated by Laban. So he prospered instead more and more, up to the point that Laban and his sons were all so envious of him and wanted to cheat him more. So I encourage you to reflect on the character of Jacob in this story, because we see clearly how God has changed Jacob from also being a trickster to a faithful, enduring, hardworking, and obedient child of God. Thanks for watching. I hope you check my website at ILMA'S.com for artworks, photographs, and a copy of this blog. Please subscribe to my channel on YouTube so I could make more videos, give you the Word of God. And if you haven't already, check over 3,000 videos I've done over those years I've been doing this. Just type on Google or YouTube search ILMA'S Poem Devotional. Have a wonderful day.